Hey you guys, so today is a very exciting day. I was one of the lucky ones and I got to receive the new Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette early. Before we start jumping into this, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored, so if you're not cool with that, now's your time to click away. So this is what the palette looks like. It is $54 and it's going to be available on Ulta.com on Sunday, July 12th and in stores on Thursday, July 16th. So this palette has 12 shades in it and it comes with a little brush as usual with Urban Decay palettes. I'm going to start off with my thoughts first. Packaging obviously is always bomb with Urban Decay. I don't know who they hire to do this crap, but like they nail it pretty much every time. Their packaging is always stunning. Let's be real. The shadow quality is same as always with Urban Decay, which is phenomenal in my opinion. They pretty much always nail shadows. There's very few shades that fall flat for me out of the entire Urban Decay range. I have two beefs with this product. The first thing is that it kind of throws me off that like there's light shades here and light shades here and the dark shades meet in the middle. When I first saw it, I was just like, oh, that's kind of like tripping me out a little bit. I don't know what to think, I don't know what to feel. But it does kind of take you from the matte to the satin textures and then the pearlescent to the satin textures, so that kind of makes sense. The one other thing that I'm kind of disappointed with in this palette is that I feel like they could have gone for something really cool, kind of different, like jewel toned smoky colors. And the colors kind of, I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty much what I'd expect out of a smoky palette. I just feel like they could have added in like a couple, like maybe like a really like smoky emerald would have been like ill. When I first saw pictures of this palette online, I was like, okay, these colors are pretty standard, but they actually are really beautiful in person, so I do recommend going to swatch it in person before making your judgment, because the colors are a lot more kind of dynamic than I thought they would be. This is a palette I would definitely recommend to, one, somebody that wears a lot of neutrals, and two, somebody that's starting out your collection, because this is a really good mix of mattes and shimmers, which is something that I don't see often from Urban Decay. I find that a lot of their palettes are like all shimmer or all matte, so I really like the fact that it has shimmers and mattes in it. And it does have a good range of colors for all skin tones. You do have kind of like your warm tones, your cooler tones, and then your kind of like neutrals. So this is going to be a good palette for pretty much everybody. All right. Let's do this. Okay, so I already have my eye primer and a base shadow down, and next I'm gonna go ahead and use Combust, which is this kind of like neutral color right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that right into my crease and blend it up kind of towards the brow bone. I'm using this as my transition shade, which is basically going to make it easier to blend out darker colors later on. I just have my extension showing. It's chill. Whatever. Okay, so next I'm just going to go ahead and take Slanted right here. And I'm just taking a little brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply that into the crease on the inner corner kind of area. I don't know how to better explain that. And I'm just starting to add a little bit of a depth into the inner corner here. So I'm just adding this pretty lightly onto the inner corner, and I don't want to go too dark with it, otherwise it can start to look really heavy really fast, and I'm not going for that today. I'm just not. So there we go. I'm going to take that same shade on the outer corner and apply it in the crease. And basically what I'm wanting to do is leave a little bit of a gap from the inner corner to the outer corner. So next what I'm going to do is take a dagger, which is right here, similar to my nails. And I'm just taking that on the same little brush, and I'm going to have more controlled movements and apply that in the same areas. Basically, whenever you're doing a look with a bunch of different colors, you want to kind of have smaller and smaller movements the darker the color is. When you have a lighter color, it's fine to just blend it out all over the lid basically, but when it gets to be like a dark color like black or something, you want to have more controlled movements, smaller movements, so that you're not over blending and getting it muddy and taking that too high. So anyways, enough rambling. Just do smaller movements. That's all you have to do. Doing the same thing where we take it on that outer corner and avoid that middle area. And then I'm just going to take a slightly bigger brush right now and just basically soften that a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just going to switch over to the Naked Basics palette really quickly and use this color Venus, which, by the way, why did nobody tell me about this color? I don't know, because it is beautiful. So thanks for the heads up, guys. Not. And I'm just taking that on a shader brush. I'm going to just kind of apply it to the center of the lid. And you can even, you know, go right up here if you're feeling crazy. Who cares? I'm just adding this for the slightest bit of shine and highlight to the... Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dagger right there. So I'm just taking that color again on a smaller brush, and I'm going to just apply it the tiniest amount to the inner and outer corner. So we're basically just building up that depth. Slowly but surely wins the race. And then we can go ahead and take a slightly bigger brush and blend it out. Bless you, Arrow. Is it just me or is it really freaking hot in here, Luke?
Stifling.
Yeah, I'm sweating like a pig over here. Stifling, he says. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take Black Market, which is this kind of deep satiny black color. And I'm just going to take that on the outer corner. And I'm doing a pretty solid line with this. I'm not worried too much about blending it out entirely because I want it to be really intense. Camping's intense. And then I'm going to apply just a touch to the inner corner. And just taking a brush and just very, very gently blending that out. Taking that same shade Black Market, and I'm just going to start to create kind of a smoky wing thing going on here. So just basically you're dragging it down from that outer corner as if you were making a wing with your eyeshadow, which you are. And then I'm just starting to kind of taper it off towards the center of the lid here. I'm just gonna add the black from the Naked Basics palette, which is just a straight black. Wow, I'm really having trouble talking today. And just do the exact same thing, just to deepen it. And then just taking a black gel liner, I'm just going to do a very thin line. So I'm applying it first with a really small brush, and then what I'm doing is I'm taking, what is this thing, an angle brush, and I'm just going over it, which is going to diffuse it, and it's also going to make my line straighter so that I don't have to worry about making it straight. Arrow, you know what, man? Come on. Sit. Good. Now just be quiet and we'll play after. Sorry, we're running like a freaking madhouse over here. We have animals running around, Luke's running around. And then I'm just continuing to do my winged liner like normal. I don't care if it's messy because we have like an eyeshadow base down, so it's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure. So we can basically just kind of sloppily apply that wing liner, and we're gonna blend it out anyways, so don't worry about it, man. There we go. And I'm just going to take the straight black from my Naked Basics palette again. And I know this is a lot of redundant steps and you guys are probably getting bored, but it's worth it in the end, I promise. And I'm basically just going to take my little brush and connect the top of my winged liner with the crease. And we're just kind of blending that out again. I'm going to take that same black shade on my little brush and I'm just going to bring it under the lower lash line. And I'm going to apply it first right under the lower lash line, about halfway in. And then I'm going to take it under my eye bag. Oh, there's just a hair in my blending brush, it's okay. So basically what I'm doing is I'm leaving a little gap, which is going to help accentuate the eye bag, which I just, you know, I kind of like doing it sometimes. So we're going for it. And then I'm just going to take the Smoky palette and the color Dagger, and I'm going to just kind of blend that eye bag out. Okay, and then I'm just going to apply lashes and mascara, and I'll show you guys the finished look. So this is the final look. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something cool today. Let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, peace out.